What's going on, you guys? We got Project Poolside is going to be phase 1, day 2. We're working through here to get you guys going. So again, working through our same EXOS training model: pillar prep, movement prep, power, strength, little conditioning today, and then regen. So I'm going to be moving a bunch, showing you guys what we got going. I wanted to say something too. I didn't preface on the first day. If you guys understand these movement patterns, once you kind of let it rip, feel free to look at the text, see how everything is typed out and broken down for you in the workout, and then feel free to continue and let it rip. If you guys need explanations, that's why I'm here, to kind of cue you and help coach you guys into the right movement patterns to have really, really good, clean movement, because at the end of the day, you cannot put additional weight, additional, I'll call mass on dysfunction. So to have a really good squat, to have a really good press, to have a really good mobility is really, really important. And I'm going to continue to coach and cue you guys into those patterns throughout the whole program. So here we go. We'll be working through 2 rounds. Eyes, Ys, and Ts. We'll do 6 reps per side for our pillar prep. We've got planks with a reach and then a hip flexor stretch that we'll work through. So eyes, Ys, and Ts. I'm going to pop this mic here off the shirt. I'll turn to the side so you guys can kind of see. Lay all the way down. We're going to be working I, Y, T. You can start wherever you want. I'm going to start in the T today. My thumbs are going to be face up. I'm going to go 6 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll work here. Then I'll go into a Y. Again, I like thumbs up here, 6 reps. And then eyes, you'll work 6 reps. And then, you'll move on to our next movement, which is going to be the plank with a reach. So what does that look like? A couple different variations. I'll give you 2. First one, you'll plant your hands here, and you'll do this specifically how it's written: plank with a reach. My feet are coming back. I'm stiff lying head to heel, and I'm going to reach my right hand, and I'll reach my left hand, and I'll alternate. We're going to do 6 total per side. So feel free to do that. If that's too easy for you, you can add the opposite foot into that pattern there. So if my right arm goes out, my left leg goes out off the ground, and then I'll switch sides. And if that is too challenging for you, what I'd like you to do is get into a bear crawl shoulder tap. Pretty similar movement, hands under the shoulders. I'm going to be here kind of in this bear crawl stance. My knees just come up. I'm forming a 90-degree angle. My back is nice and flat. And I'm just going to tap 1, tap 2, and we'll do 6 total. All right. After we hit that, we're going to hit our hip flexor stretch. Again, we can do this a couple different ways. I like to just make it really, really simple. I'm going to plant my right knee into the ground. My left leg is going to come up nice and tall. All I'm going to do now is rock forward and reach really, really high, almost like that lunge that we did in the program before. And then sometimes I'll even I got my left leg out, my right hand around that left knee, and then I'll even give myself a little bit of a twist. Sometimes I'll reach back, and then we'll switch sides. So do 20 seconds, little hold, a little bit of movement exploration. That's what it's kind of all about. Again, I'll do a nice big reach. Sometimes I'll plant the hand here, get a twist, and then we'll reach nice and high. Again, trying to get that back hip flexor nice and loose. After we do that, we're going back through all 3 movement patterns one more time. Again, 6 reps, 20-second holds per side. And then we're moving on. Movement prep today. Oh, sorry for the cough. We're going to go Scap push-ups, inchworm walkouts, and a PVC pass. Scap push-ups, very simple. We're going to be down in that kind of plank position, getting ourselves prepped up for some pressing today. My legs are going to be back in the plank. All I'm going to do is I'm going to let my shoulders get nice and weak. Notice how I'm dropping my head here between my shoulders, and then I'm going to press the earth all the way away, almost rounding my back at the top. And then I'm going to come back down, press all the way up, and we'll do all 10 of those. After we do those 10, we'll do 5 inchworm walkouts. Very simple pattern here too. You'll bend down like you're trying to touch your toes. You'll walk your hands all the way out in front of you into a plank if you're feeling spicy. Throw a push up in, and then you'll walk your hands all the way back in. That will be 1 rep. You're going to do 5 total. And then last but not least, grab my PVC pipe here. We're going to do a PVC pass now. If you guys have a broomstick, something else, you can do this with a broomstick as well. PVC pass is very simple. Hands are going to be as narrow as you can make them. The more narrow, the more difficult it is. So you can start them nice and wide. I'm going to go up over my head, touch my butt, up all the way back, touch the hips. And then if I do a clean rep, it feels too easy, I'll bring the hands a little bit closer, all the way up, all the way back. And then eventually you'll find where you kind of start to get tight. And that's kind of where I want you to work. We'll do 10 total. As we work through there, only one round today of our movement prep. And then we're going to get into a little bit of medicine ball work. Now, med balls are an awesome part of this program. I'm super excited to incorporate them. I feel like they're a super underutilized tool for developing power. So what we're going to do today, we're going to be doing some med ball slams. Any med ball will work. Just be aware the recoil of the med ball is real. So if you end up getting hit in the face with a med ball, just because you're using one that you probably shouldn't, use the one that either dies in the ground based on what we're doing, or if you're using the one that's bouncy and it's got a little bit of recoil, maybe give it a tester or two. But we're going to start off a med ball chest pass. We're going to do 2 rounds of each of these movements. Med ball chest pass is going to be pretty simple. I'm going to grab my med ball here in the hand. I'm going to get myself into kind of a nice steady base, almost like I'm holding like a half squat. I'm going to take this med ball all the way up into my chest, and then I'm going to press it as hard as I can, pushing into the ground super, super hard. So that will be 1, that will be 2, that will be 3. I'm going to work all 10. The goal is to be super explosive, push super hard into the ground, move that med ball. If you break it, that's bonus points in Project Poolside, and definitely going to help you with the transformation. So 10 reps of our chest pass. After that, we're going to be doing med ball slams, overhead slams. We're going to do 5 per side. What we're going to be doing is having the med ball on one side, up and over the head, and slamming it down on the other, and then switching up and over the head and slam. So how it looks, I'll be here, med ball comes up over my head, slam all the way down, med ball up over the head, slam all the way down. The goal, to be extra violent. Really try and break that med ball. It's going to be really helpful as you're starting to develop power, figuring out your body as you slam the med ball down. After we do those 2 rounds, moving on to our strength today. Strength today, we're going to work an 8-rep scheme. We're going to be doing dumbbell bench press and a dumbbell row. We'll superset those 2 movement patterns together. And then we'll be doing a dumbbell overhead march and a pull-up, and we'll superset those moves together as well. So what do we need for the first one? We've got bench press and a row. If you don't have access to a bench, I'm going to show you a variation here. It's going to be a floor press. It's also something that you can do. Very, very simple. I'm going to pull these dumbbells out. If you have a bench, feel free to use that too. I'll be showing you the floor press, and then if you got a bench, you're more than welcome. Do the old switcheroo. So dumbbells going to be here up on the legs. I'm going to roll back onto the floor, and now I'm just going 8 reps, nice clean, nice big press, working full range of motion. If you got the bench, it'll usually help your shoulders stretch a little bit more. Again, looking for our rate of perceived exertion. We're going to do 8 reps. When you got 10 in the tank and you only hit 8, that's kind of the sweet spot that we're trying to hit. Rate of perceived exertion of about a 7 with 2 reps in reserve. After we finish our dumbbell bench, 8 of those reps, and if you're making it too easy, weight's got to go up, tempo's got to change. Definitely hit me up if you're having that happen to you, and we can talk about it. Next, dumbbell row. Oh boy, how's that going to look? So I'm going to grab my weights here. Should be pretty similar in weight using for the bench for the row. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to hip hinge forward. I got my weights here right by the leg, soft bend in the knees. And then I'm going to pull these up almost like I'm trying to put them into my pockets, and then pull up nice and tight and then come down. So we'll work our dumbbell row, all 8 reps. Again, really trying to focus on that big pull If you're feeling like you could have done 10, you ended up doing 8, perfect. If you feel like you could have done 20, you did 8, let's up the weight, let's change the tempo. It's up to you guys to make that happen in this program. All right, after our 3 rounds, we'll do bench, row, bench, row, bench, row. Then we're gonna go to our next superset. It's gonna be our overhead march and our pull-ups. Now, some people are like, oh my gosh, I can't do a pull-up. Or, hey, I haven't done pull-ups in a long time. How can I make it happen? I'm gonna put your mind at ease. You can do assisted pull-ups. If you're somebody who is incredibly strong, feel free to do a weighted pull-up. That is totally fine too. Again, we're looking for that rate of perceived exertion around our 7. So we got 2 reps in reserve. Dumbbell overhead march. How does it look? I'm going to kick one of these dumbbells here to the side. I'm going to grab the other one. I'm going to now put this dumbbell here up overhead. Next, I like to have my other hand out kind of as, I'll call like a counterweight. And then I'm just going to march here. You can march in place. You can take steps forward. 1 and 1, 2 and 2. And we'll work 10 reps on one side. And then we'll switch. Again, dumbbell comes up, switches arms. Weight's going to be up overhead. Arm out to the side if you like. There's 1, there's 1, there's 2, there's 2. And you're going to do 10 per side. Excuse me. 8 per side. Again, you should feel like you could get 10. Your rate of perceived exertion is going to be different. Now, this weight up over your head may be different from the weight that you ended up just benching and rowing. Please change that up if you need to. Next is going to be our pull-ups. Now, how are we going to do our pull-ups? First, I got to move this bad boy out of the way. A couple different ways that we can do these. If you have access to bands, very helpful when you're doing an assisted pull-up to set them up on a barbell rack. How does that look? I'll show you. I'm going to drop these bad boys down. The lower your supports are for your dumbbell rack, the less help you're getting. So if I want the least amount of help, I'm going to put these as low as I can get them, which normally is holding my barbell. Take this puppy out, then throw it in. And then if you want the least amount of help, it'll be the skinniest band. Most amount of help, obviously, the thickest band. So let's say I want to put it down there. I want to work full range of motion, but I'm not somebody who's super comfortable with pull-ups yet. I want kind of a thick band. So I'm going to grab this nice thick band, put it around my support structure here. And now, oh boy, that doesn't look right. That's why, because I got this one too low. Put this up on 1 here. Other side's on 1. So you guys, even I make mistakes. Haha. So put this bubby on here. So we've got, it's nice and flat. This is going to be our assistance as we're making our pull-ups happen. I'm now going to adjust the bar here, facing out to you guys. My feet are going to go here onto the band, and this is what's going to help me pull up and be able to make it. So here we go. Nice full range of motion all the way up, chin up over the top, all the way down, all the way up. That would be 2. What I want you to do is I want you to work for 6 reps. Again, reps in reserve. We're talking rate of perceived exertions, all going to be the same. If you need them assisted, great. If you need them loaded, great. Find what you need. We're going to be tracking this over time through the program in the following weeks. So make sure that you're writing it down within the app so we can track. Boy, okay. After we do our 3 rounds of our overhead march, 8 reps per side, 2 reps in reserve, we're then going to do our 6 reps of our band assisted or loaded or unweighted pull-ups. And then we're going to be moving into our conditioning round. So today's conditioning, what does it look like? You guys can utilize a set of dumbbells that I'm sure you have sitting right next to you. We're going to be working a kettlebell swing variant. It's called a skier swing with our dumbbells, push-ups, and then some burpees, and we'll make it happen. So this is going to be a 12-minute AMRAP, or as many rounds as possible. So you'll set your clock for 12 minutes. After you do that, you'll do 12 skier swings. So what those look like, I'm going to have my weights here kind of on my side. I'm going to then hip hinge back, Notice how my butt's going back. I'm not squatting down. My butt's going back. I've got a soft bend in the knee. My hips drive forward, and now my weights are kind of coming up about chest high. I'll do 12 of these skier swings. After my 12th skier swing, I'm going to bring these weights down to the ground. I'm going to do 6 push-ups. 1, 2, all the way to 6. If you need some variant here, you can drop to the knees if you have to. The big thing, though, that I want you to do is I want you to challenge yourself. So if you're someone who then needs to do knee push-ups by the end, that's okay. What I want you to do is I want you to start up in an up plank, maybe come down with your knees off the ground, then plant the knees, and then press up, and then bring the feet back up. That way you're able to work that negative of the rep. After you finish your 6 push-ups, you'll do 3 burpees, your flavor. If you're somebody who hops, if you're somebody who doesn't hop, meet yourself where you're at. What a full burpee does look like when you're doing it properly, I'll show you. Split those out so you can see. Down all the way to the floor, hands plant all the way down to the floor, and then I'll pop up, jump up. That would be 1. We're going to do 3, and then we're right back to our skier swings. So we're going to work that same pattern. 12, 6, 3. Go through as many times as you can in 12 minutes. It should make you pretty tired. Pace yourself, though, because 12 minutes is a pretty long set. And then we're going to get into our regen, i.e. our stretch, mobility, chill out. Something I forgot to mention in the first day. When you're doing your regen, it's okay for you to change the tempo of your music. Bring the music down, make it more chill, more relaxed. It's going to help you bring your heart rate down, get yourself out of the fight or flight into your rest and digest. So, what are we doing today? Little shoulder mobility. This is how we're going to start. So, what I want to do, I've got a TRX here. Another thing that you can use a door frame as another super, super effective tool. Do the same thing that we're going to do. I've got these handles here of my TRX in hand. I'm going to put my arms out really, really wide, and then I'm going to walk forward until I feel a nice stretch in my shoulders. I like to flip my hands down, and then I'll roll it around. Sometimes I'll play with the arm position here, side to side. And then what I want to do is I want to go one arm up, one arm back, and I'm going to kind of flip and play side to side here. We'll stretch out the shoulders, working side to side. After that, when you've had enough, we'll take to the floor. Meet me down here. I'm then going to take my hands, go straight out to the sides. I'm going to do scorpion side to side. So I'm going to bring my right foot up off the ground. I'm going to try and bring it up and touch my left hand. If you can make it, great. If not, that's okay too. And then I'm going to bring it all the way back down. And now my left foot is going to come up all the way up. Try and touch my right hand and then bring it back down. And you'll flip side to side until you've had enough. So that is the end of our workout. Congratulations. Project Poolside. Workout number 2 for phase 1 is complete. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the next one. See ya.